What's up, cats? Gonna do something I've never done before, which is actually teach an energy meditation. It's a very basic one. Some people might do it intuitively already. It's not that big of a stretch of the imagination, and you don't need any like techniques or training or anything for it. It's literally just mentality. So, what's up, cats? My candles, transformative light and warmth, Ashigaru, sharp-willed peacemakers, and tides. Share light, share pull, share motorcycle. This does have a name, but you don't need to know it. So, very commonly is a triangle breath, and all that means is equal counts in, equal counts hold, equal counts out. That is it. I don't prefer the equilateral triangle because, like I taught last time, focusing on the exhale and getting all the way out is way more important. Plus, I like to have a little bit of space between the exhale and inhale. I prefer that. I almost insist on it. However, for this meditation, breathe into triangle. It doesn't matter what. I'm used to an equilateral. So again, like 6 counts in, 6 counts hold, 6 counts out. You can do whatever you want. The best thing to use to count is your heartbeat. So thumb to middle finger, and then just find your pulse and then use that to count. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4 in, 1, 2, 3, 4 hold, 1, 2, 3, 4 out. Use whatever count you like. It literally makes no difference. The point is to get into a rhythm with your body and breath. Okay? Once you've got that, I don't care what you do with your hands, but the mentality is the imaginal portion is on the inhale. You want to imagine all kinds of cleansing energy, light, whatever, going into your nose and clearing out everything in your head, like everything neck up. Just feel it cleansing, like scrubbing bubbles if you like. Feel it cleansing like a nice cool wave if you like. I don't know, whatever your imagination is, it does not matter. You can use your own imagination, or you can just feel what's there. Either way is fine. The point is, you want to take what's inside, all of any clutter, anything you don't want to feel or think. And that is what the bubbles are attaching to. That is what the energy is cleaning. That is what the light is eliminating. Okay? So that's the idea. So that's what you're going to do on the inhale. Then you're going to hold, and you're going to let it do its thing. You're going to let it work. When you're cleaning a bathroom and you're using scrubbing bubbles, spray it, and then you wait, right? So it does its thing, and it soaks in, and it really does the thing. Same idea. Okay, so you're going to let that light soak and replace all of that clutter or the feelings you don't want to have, stuff like that, thoughts that are not like life affirming and aren't even true in the first place. And you're gonna let that just soak in and be replaced, or just go away with the exhale. Right? It comes out. The light comes out, and so does everything that it transmuted. Okay? That simple. So you start with your head. And if you want to keep going, then just pick other parts of your body. It doesn't really matter. I usually do body next, so torso, right? All the torso. Get it all out. You can get granular too. Like if your heart's hurting, focus on that. If your lungs are not quite as strong as you would like them to be, then focus on that and use like the light to bolster the energy or the strength or the whatever, right? And remember how to breathe, right? The soft watch. Okay, so what we're gonna do is get into a good posture in the first place, whether that's the back of your chair, whether that's a wall, whether that's a tree, right? Just get up on the back and let your back melt into it completely. You're like a blanket that just covers that entire surface area. You want every inch to cover every inch of the wall or back of chair or tree or whatever you're using. right? So keep that in mind. Keep your spine straight and, have good posture. That way you can breathe really well, right? Out and back from the back. That's how the diaphragm works. After the torso, do your arms, then do your legs. Just make sure every part of your body is nice and good to go. If you want to, you can even extend to your entire field if you understand what an aura is. Just like your entire sphere outside of you. The stuff that you emanate. When somebody enters the room, you can feel them, right? When they're getting closer and kind of invading your space, whether it's wanted or not. And, usually it's wanted. I mean, you're usually not around people you don't like, right? So it's not that big a deal. You just know when somebody enters your space. It's that. Fill that with the same light. Fill that with the same love. Fill that with the same energy that you want to feel. So you're not only taking away the things that you don't want to think, don't want to feel, don't want to be part of your story and existence, but you are replacing it with what you do want to feel. What does love feel like? What does compassion feel like? What does being good energy feel like? What does having enough energy feel like? What does having enough breath feel like? Figure it out for yourself. What actually do you want to feel in life? What actually thoughts do you want to flourish? Those are what you're feeding. This is just a way to get granular with it in a very gentle way, because you don't have to confront anything, and there is nothing confronting. You're inviting light in to cleanse and replace what's already there. If it's already good, then, use that light to nourish it and have it grow. Maybe it's a seed and it goes from seed to sprout to tree to fruit all in one, a lot quicker. Use whatever imagination you like. It's your life, it's your story, it's your experience. So just wanted to share that real quick too. This is a very powerful meditation, and if it's the only one that you ever use, it can do a lot of very, very beautiful and extraordinary things. I have seen it before myself. I've seen it in others around me who know how to do it as well. So this is something that I think everybody needs, because, we all, how good of a garden tender we are for our own heads and our own hearts, there's always something throwing seeds there that you don't want sprouting. Take care of it. Nip it at the bud. Pull it out by the root. Give yourself a chance to feel as good as you want to feel. What would it feel like when you go over to Atlas, music and example, and you see Atlas, literally just sitting down with a guitar he has not touched since at least May something. It's been forever since I played that 8-string guitar. And just sit down and go, just to see what happens. How good would that feel? How good would that feel when he sits down at a keyboard and just types about Two-Face, and that is what comes out naturally? What on earth does that feel like? You want to know that. You see the tears. That's not fake. Do you see anybody around here? No, I have literally nothing. My possessions are that. So you have a lot more right now. You have way more tools than I have right now. So I invite you to do something incredible today for yourself. So do it. And thanks for trying. Let's do this.